Saw this video recently on Twitter of Justin Peters talking nonsense. So we're gonna sadly see him lie, and I'm gonna have to just give someone else or gives people something else to look to in terms of truth.
On her YouTube channel, podcast, whatever, Relatable, I believe it's called, and uh, and she reached out to you, so she knew who you were and where you stood, and you did. And I haven't watched it, but
By the way, this guy on the other side is also just a known liar. I mean, he is an ex-Catholic expert and now a biblical Christianity expert, but has been proven to be a liar case in, case out, and has never addressed any of it.
but you did the interview with Allie Beth Stuckey on Roman Catholicism. But then I see just a few weeks ago, like very recently, she interviews Michael Knowles about. So this was in the interim period, like between Pope Francis's death and the selection of Pope Leo the 14th. So in that in between state there, she interviewed Michael Knowles, who is a devout Roman Catholic. I'm just curious, what are millions upon millions of born again Christians?
Millions upon millions upon millions of people have died at the hand, that are born again Christians at the hand of the Catholic Church. That's the claim. And then,
Many of whom simply for the crime of either reading the Bible or disseminating the Bible or, heaven forbid, translating the Bible into language of the common people so that they can read it for them.
so tens of millions of people have been killed by the Catholic Church for translating and reading the Bible. I mean, I shouldn't have to point out how much of a lie and just poor decision making that is on Justin's part. But apparently I have to because many people just regurgitate this information as if it's true. I'm trying really hard right now not to just blast this idiot into outer space because it's so easy. When people blatantly lie about things like this, it's so easy to point out. It's so easy to blast them and call them morons and call them idiots and whatever. I mean, just look at him. I honestly think he is just so hard up on his rise in Reformed theology, that spectrum of the world, that he actually believes what he's saying right now. It's insane.
Themselves. This is not even up for debate. The Roman Catholic Church has slaughtered millions, maybe tens of
Tens
millions
of millions.
of Christians.
Tens of
So,
millions.
if you're looking for the blood of the martyrs, then look at the doorsteps of the Roman Catholic Church.
Okay, so let's talk about this because context matters and truth matters. So, no, tens of millions have not been murdered by the Roman Catholic Church. We know this to be just blatant historical lie by this person. And if anyone else said tens of millions, now I have said in my past as a Protestant that Catholics murdered people or, wrongly killed people, whatever. Tens of millions. I mean, you either have to be super dumb or intentionally lying to say that phrase. There's no in between. So the Inquisitions killed about 5,000 people. The Crusades killed a lot of people, tens of thousands. Let's just say that. But that wasn't Catholicism. That was Catholic-led nobles and going to war. It was a military campaign. And we see the same thing happen with the Protestants, which I'll get to in a second. And then you have these modern exaggerations or whatever, this anti-Catholic propaganda in the 19th, 20th century come out. Soviet atheist propaganda. None of this is on verifiable data. I challenged him to multiple debates. Now, challenge, I mean, I tweeted at him and say, hey, I'll debate you on anything. Because if you're saying that, then I know I can beat you in a debate no matter what. It doesn't matter what it is. Any topic. You lose. Because you're a liar. And either you believe the lie, and so it's easy to break that apart, in a debate, or you don't know what you're talking about, and it's same situation. Um, so no, flat out lie. It's just anti-Catholic propaganda. And the idea that we don't let people read the Bible is, again, ignorant and stupid. Our entire church architecture is the Bible. It's from the Bible. It's why we have our church architecture is because of the Bible. Saint Jerome, famously said, "Ignorance of Scripture is ignorance of Christ." So obviously, he knew people were reading Scripture. You've never been to Mass? It's all Scripture. And the idea that they murdered tens of millions of people for translating and reading the Bible. Monks in the 9th century were translating the Bible into vernaculars, English vernacular, well ahead of Tyndale and all these other people, who, by the way, was not killed for translating. It's just stupid. The Slavic Bible by Saints Cyril and Methodius in the 9th century, German and Italian translations in the 13th and 14th centuries. I mean, it's just on and on. It's just stupid. It's just a stupid argument to make, let alone add on the qualifier of tens of millions. I mean, you just got to, yeah, it's just bad. It's just bad. Bad. The Catholic Church was among the first, by the way, to print the Bible in English after Gutenberg's press. So it's just insane. Again, like Dewey Rheims, English Bible. There's another one. It's a French Bible, I think, that got printed. It's just dumb. Dumb arguments. But then you have the oopsie of ignoring the German peasant wars, where Luther told everyone to kill peasants, and hundreds of thousands of peasants died at the hand of Protestant princes and armies. Then you have Calvin's Geneva. A good book on that is Bainton's Here I Stand. Then you have Oliver Cromwell, Elizabeth I, Edward and Henry. Cromwell specifically killed over 100,000 Irish Catholics. I mean, gosh, man, it's just a stupid argument. Then you add in tens of millions. I mean, it's just silly. And I hope you guys don't fall for it. And I hope, listen, if you're Protestant, I'm not trying to convince you of Catholicism right now. What I'm trying to convince you of is do not make bad arguments that are clearly ahistorical with no verifiable data and are blatant lies. Listen, you can say arguments against the Catholic Church, X, Y, and Z. That's fine. But just make sure it's historical and verifiable and true. This is a blatant lie. It's pathetic. Absolutely pathetic.